Hello everybody. This video is about the sine and cosine of complementary angles. Here we've got a right triangle. The sides of the triangle are 3, 4, and 5. I got points labeled here, A, B, and C. Hopefully, if you've done the previous learning target in this unit, you understand what cosine, sine, and tangent are. The cosine of an angle is the side that's adjacent to it over the side that is, over the hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So if we're taking the cosine of angle A here, the hypotenuse would be here. This is the opposite side. This is the adjacent side. So adjacent would be 4. Hypotenuse would be 5. So the cosine of angle A is 4/5. Now there's another way that you can get 4/5 with sine, cosine, and tangent in this triangle. If we look instead at angle B, 4 is now the opposite side, and 5 is the hypotenuse, because 4 is opposite angle B. 5 is the hypotenuse. Now opposite and hypotenuse is sine. So we can take the sine of angle B and also get 4/5. So the cosine of A and the sine of B have to be the same in this triangle. Now, what is special about angles A and B? Well, we know the triangles, we know that the angles, the three angles in a triangle, they have to add up to 180. And if this angle is 90, that leaves 90 degrees combined for these two. That means these two angles have to add up to 90 degrees. So if you take the cosine of one angle and the sine of another angle that's complementary to the first one, you're going to get the same thing. And we can see that here. A and B add up to 90 degrees. You take the cosine of one of them and the sine of the other one, and you get the same thing. Well, let's see another little example of that. Let's take any old angle. I don't know. Let's say cosine of 20 degrees. And we'll use our handy calculator here. Cosine of 20. And we get, am I in the right mode? Yep, good. We get 0.9396 and change. 0.9396 and some more. Now, what angle is complementary with 20 degrees? Well, 70 is, because 20 plus 70 is 90. So if we take the sine of 70 degrees, we should get the same thing. Let's double check. Sine of 70. Look at that. Exact same answer. 0.9396. And those are the same. Taking the cosine and the sine of those are the same because these angles add up to 90 degrees, and that will always be the case. Let's say we have an equation that we've got to solve. Let's say we got the sine of 25 degrees has to equal the cosine of 5x. We want to solve for x. Well, in order to take the sine and the cosine of a couple angles to get the same thing, these angles have to add up to 90 degrees. We saw that here. 20 and 70 is 90. A and B had to add up to 90 also. And we got the same thing doing the cosine and the sine of those two angles. So we know that 25 plus 5x has to equal 90. Take away 25. We get 5x equals 65. Divide both sides by 5, and we get x equals 13. And there we go. And we can confirm that, and we can plug this back in here. 5 times 13 is 65, and sure enough, 65 and 25 is 90 degrees. And if you check those in your calculator, you can do sine of 25 in your calculator, and cosine of 65. In fact, what the heck, let's do it. Let's see, sine of 25, get that. cosine of 65. Just checking our answer. Look at that. Exact same thing. So the cosine and the sine of complementary angles are equal. Hope that makes sense. Good luck on your assignment. See you soon. Bye.